Hi, I'm Midge Shoemaker, and this is week one of my doing 100 weeks of YouTube videos and focusing on living a healthy, happy lifestyle, or having a healthy, happy life. I'm not really sure. One of those things. Hopefully, I don't get too distracted and I can get through this whole video before my phone decides I'm out of space like it did last week, which was super annoying. Also, hopefully, I actually get through all 100 weeks this time because I started this before and it didn't work. Anyway, I've decided to try to focus on being happy today and healthy today. And I know that I'm not going to be 100% healthy or 100% happy. Got a lot of health issues that I'm trying to work on, but I can make healthy choices today so that I can feel like I'm healthy today, or at least making healthy, positive choices in my life. So I feel good about myself so that I can be happy and enjoy my life and enjoy what's going on around me as I slowly do some things to try to change and create a healthier lifestyle for myself, to create positive habits that will reinforce my being healthy and eventually getting the energy and being to where I want in my life, but also learning to enjoy the journey and life as I go so that I can still be happy and as healthy as possible today. So that is kind of where I'm at. I'm just going to try to do a summary of my goals that I mentioned last week. And admittedly, I didn't do probably about half of them, which but this is a work in progress, and this is a day by day, a week by week, and some weeks I know I will be better than others. Some weeks I'm sure I will have setbacks, but I am not giving up, and hopefully by the end of the 100 weeks, doing all of my goals will be something that I can do easily every day, every week, and it will be fantastic. But for now, it is my struggle. So that's the back side. Let me get to the front side in my orange handwriting that I'm gonna pretend I can read. So first one is social. Contact, text, email, call friends, family members every day. So I don't know that I did that every single day, but I did that a lot of days. I spent a lot of time Marco Poloing my sister-in-law, which has been fun. Doing some things with friends, making some muffins. Just things I'm trying to think. Yeah. Like thinking over the last week, what did I do this week? But like I just saw people, I reached out to people. I did better at answering my phone when people called me and responding to people knocking at my door, and just reaching out and answering my phone. And I don't know if I remember reaching out to everybody every day, but it's been kind of nice to connect with people that I haven't necessarily connected with on a regular basis. And it was really nice that one of my friends, my Texas friend, actually reached out to me this past week, and I wasn't even expecting it. She just randomly sent me a text and said, "Hey, how are you doing?" And I was like, "Hey, I'm good. How are you?" So it was kind of like, instead of my having to reach out, someone else reached out to me, which I thought was really cool. Like God was just helping me to fulfill my goal this week to make that happen. I did go to church. Yay! I did not go to my 12-step meeting, which is probably on here for social things. I did fulfill my callings. I did substitute for someone as an ordinance worker and worked in the temple. So I did that. Answered my phone. Yep. And we didn't have Sunday dinner last night. Mom Shoemaker sent me a text and said, "Hey, dinner's canceled. We're doing something else tonight." I'm like, "All right, cool." And I didn't go to my 12-step meeting, so there's that. Um, Emotional, making videos. I've made a few videos this past week, not very many, but at least four, because I deleted four before I got on here and did this. So it's not a whole week's worth of videos, but progress. I made a few videos a few days this week. I also had issues with my video from last week, which is part of my conundrum because it split itself into two separate videos, and I didn't have enough space on my phone to merge it into one, which I kept trying to do, and then I couldn't delete it to make more space to make more videos on my phone. So I had to upload it to my laptop. So I just kind of used that as an excuse not to make videos. And yes, it was an excuse because I could have done that long before to fix that problem, or just not worried about that problem and left my video split in two last week. And hopefully I don't have to split these in two this week. And hopefully at some point I will figure out how to put them together to make it all one video and do all that other fun editing stuff I don't like to do. I didn't journal this week. I read my scriptures and meditationals probably 5 days this past week. out of 7. That's not bad. I think maybe 6. I know I didn't do it yesterday, so I'm like, at least one of those days. I think there was another day I didn't do it. I haven't done any of the grief work that I should be doing. I did dishes probably every other day, like 3, maybe 4 times this past week. So haven't done anything else. Yeah. Spiritual, praying and asking for guidance. I've been praying. I'm not sure how much guidance I've been asking for. I need to do better at that. Listening and following promptings, somewhere in the middle. Mostly praying to know who I'm supposed to call and contact or whatever for the day. And when I remember to do that, I get ideas and things that pop into my head, which is really cool. And then I connect with people that I either enjoy connecting with or that I haven't connected with in a while. So that's always nice. I already said scriptures and meditationals. I did like 5 days this past week. My videos, went to church, fulfilled callings. Yep. Didn't go to my 12-step meeting, so nope. Didn't watch conference, nope. Okay, exercise. I exercised 4 days this week. I walked to the temple on Tuesday when I was substituting, but I didn't walk on Saturday. I did not walk to church yesterday, so nope on that one. Like I said, I did dishes. I have not been drinking that much water. I did try something different this week with, it's called Sole, S-O-L-E, water. My sister-in-law sent it to me, where you add water and then you add like sea salt to it, and then you shake it up and you let it settle overnight. And if it doesn't settle all the way, you either add more salt or you just shake it and let it sit a little bit longer until all the sediment gets down to the bottom. So then you basically have some really salty water. And then you take a teaspoon of that instead of a teaspoon of salt, and you add it to your bottle of water. And it's supposed to help keep your body hydrated. Because my body doesn't feel like I don't feel like my body's absorbing stuff, and I'm super dehydrated. Well, I tried drinking that, and first of all, it tasted kind of salty, and then it was really kind of slimy to me when it wasn't salty tasting, which I guess it wasn't supposed to taste salty. So one of them I did wrong, I guess, I don't know. But my skin totally started drying out and cracking. So it made it worse instead of better as far as my hydration went. And I started, at one point, I was trying to drink the water, the Sole water. I mean, you don't drink the Sole water by itself. I just put the teaspoon of it into my water. So my bottle of water that had like a teaspoon of that in it. And I literally felt like I was going to throw up. Like, I can't do it. Like, it's just going to come back up again. I was like, nope. So I stopped doing the Sole water. I have, oddly enough, I did have the impression to put honey in my water, which I thought was kind of weird. So I still try to drink 5 or 6 bottles of water a day, and I'm probably drinking more like 4, so probably not enough. But they're 20-ounce bottles, so I'm still drinking like 80 ounces of water a day. It's not like I'm totally not drinking water. But I've been putting like honey in one of those bottles of water, and that seems to help a little bit. Not really sure why, but hey, I don't know how my body works. I think God does, so I just try to listen and do that. Kind of a random thing. Also tried to buy some mineral water. I bought some Fiji water from the gas station, and it was so interesting because I drank the Fiji water and I was like, oh my gosh, I want more of this, and I kept like downing it, like guzzling it. And I struggle to drink like the water from my faucet, the tap water that I have. So I either need to get like a really good filter system, or I'm gonna have to start buying the Fiji water. I thought about the carbonated water, but that has carbon dioxide in it, which is the same stuff that you breathe out. So technically, I'm like, I don't want to drink stuff that my body is creating from all of the oxygen to force out of my body. And technically, it's supposed to be okay because your body's used to expelling that stuff anyway. But I figure since my body is already struggling with toxins and other things, I don't want to give it something that it naturally breathes out, but I don't want to put it back into my body when my body puts it out in the first place. I don't know if that makes any sense. But anyway, I just feel like where I'm trying to cleanse my body and try to eat healthier, that I don't want to put other things in it that could damage it. And if my body was healthy, it would probably be okay to do that. It would probably just generally like put the carbon dioxide right back out of my system, and it would be perfectly fine. But at this point, I don't know how that works. I did lose another pound. It was kind of interesting. I stood on the scale it was weird because I woke up in the morning, which I don't normally do. I'd only been asleep for like 4 hours, but I decided to stand on the scale, and it was like 263 something. 0.4, 0.6, something like that. I don't remember. And then later, when I'd gone back to sleep and then got up and was getting ready for the day, then I stood on the scale again, and it said I was 262.8. And I was like, yes, I went down almost a whole pound from getting a couple more hours of sleep. I'm like, I should wait until I'm ready to wake up before I weigh myself. But I was 264 the week before, so I did lose at least a pound in this past week. So I'm excited. I'm still making some progress, but I know it's probably only healthy to lose like half a pound to 2 pounds to 2.5 pounds or something like that in a week, and that your weight still fluctuates up and down. So it's going to be a while before but I have noticed that my pants are like sliding off and feeling too big, and it's like, apparently I'm losing inches, but I'm not losing a ton of weight. So I guess that's good. The exercise is working and eating healthier is working. So I like seeing little tiny pieces of progress because it gives me motivation. It gets me excited about it, and it gives me motivation to keep going. So I'm grateful that what I am doing seems to be helping on a very small scale, but it's helping. And so I know if I continue to do it, it will continue to work. And eventually in 100 weeks, I will be to where my goal weight, I hope. Maybe not, but pretty close. So that's awesome. I still ate some junk food, gas station food, which wasn't good. I did go grocery shopping. I'm not sleeping nearly what I should be. In fact, I don't think I got more than 3 hours of sleep last night, to be honest. And I haven't been brushing my teeth at night before I go to bed. I've been brushing them before I go out for the day, so at least once a day, but I really need to be brushing them twice a day. I did pretty good at showering every other day last week. I needed a shower yesterday and I didn't shower today either, so it's probably not good. But I did shower every other day for all of last week, which I thought was pretty awesome for me. So that is my physical, making some progress there. I did increase my exercises, my wall push-ups. I did 1 set of 10 and 2 sets of 5 instead of 3 sets of 5. And for my leg lifts that I do sets of 10, I did 1 set of 15 and 2 sets of 10. And same with my tummy crunches, 1 set of 15 and 2 sets of 10. So this week my goal is to do 2 sets of 10 and 1 set of 5. And if I only do it 4 days instead of 5 days, at least I'm doing something and it's working. So I haven't, for mental exercises, I haven't done any of the things on my list. I have been grateful. I have tried to be grateful for most of the things. I have been able to focus and see a lot of the progress that I've been making, so it's helped me to be more positive. I have had a few times this week where I was upset about things, and instead of shutting down and playing games or watching movies or not doing anything, I actually got dressed and went to work. So I was like, I'm upset and I'm frustrated. I'm like, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna go to work. And I did. So I have, I think, mentally made some healthier choices, positive choices, instead of just shutting down and not being willing to face things. So haven't faced everything, haven't done everything, but it was nice to notice and be aware of some of the changes. I haven't worked on any of my writing or journaling or things like that, which would be fantastic if I would. Still on my list of things to do. But again, like I said, I tried, I made a few better choices. It just seemed a little bit easier to get up and shower. It seemed easier to read my scriptures and meditation. It was just somehow the things that I'm doing it's still hard, but I'm more willing somehow. I'm like, all right, I'm just going to get up and go to work, which is a better response than sitting around and playing games and watching TV and just avoiding my life, which is what I have been doing. So very happy about that. I did work 5 days last week, which was fantastic. I didn't get the bonus for Thursday that I wanted, but I did get the bonus Saturday. It was really hard to make myself. I was so tired. I didn't even want to go to work, but I went and I got the bonus and I got the money that I needed to pay the bills that are coming out tomorrow. So I still have bills to pay this week to work on that. But I made, at least I did that. At least I wasn't getting further behind. I did still buy snacks at the gas station because I still haven't made enough from home, but not as many, and trying to find the healthier ones. Haven't done anything else with that. So that is that is my list of all 6 things, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Social, emotional, spiritual, physical, mental, and financial. So I think in some areas I'm kind of about the same. Some areas I'm doing a little bit better. I know I'm a work in progress, but I noticed that I've had a little bit more energy a few times this week. I've been a lot gentler with myself. I've been focused a lot more on gratitude and on progress, little changes that I've been making, and being grateful for, I'm like, I lost a pound. I'm like, yay, I'm losing weight instead of gaining it, or I'm going to stay the same instead of gaining weight, I hope. I'm eating a little bit healthier. I'm still struggling to eat as often as I need to. But like I said, I'm doing a little bit better and making more positive choices, healthy choices, at least for the day, for the moment, and not perfect at it. I will probably never be perfect at it, but it does make me feel a little bit better to focus on the progress and the gratitude, and just grateful that God is helping me through this process, and just grateful for the reminder that it is a process. I did not become 100 pounds overweight, 130 pounds overweight overnight. I did not, my health did not deteriorate overnight. It is not going to fix itself overnight. There is not a pill or a diet or anything that's going to fix all of this overnight. But to see tiny little progress, tiny little steps. And I had a friend come over and visit and I was telling her all the stuff that I'm doing, and she was just telling me how great that I'm doing. And that just really boosted me too, to just that other people are noticing that I'm making progress and doing good things. And I am just really grateful for that. And so that is what I have for today. Still struggling to be where I want to be, but grateful to be making progress and to be okay with where I'm at today. And that's I think the important thing is to remember to be okay with where I'm at today, and knowing that yes, I'm working towards goals to improve myself, to be better, to have more energy, things like that, but that I can still love myself today where I'm at, and I'm still okay today where I'm at, and I am grateful for that. So that is what I have. If you have any stories you'd like to share on your journey or progress towards being healthy and happy on a daily basis or weekly basis or yearly basis, whatever it is, I'm all ears. If you have any suggestions on things that I can do, I have been experimenting with egg substitutes and things in my baking. If I had more money, I might experiment with different flours, but my sister-in-law was telling me about cassava flour, and I looked it up today, and I was like, and it's like $5 a pound, which is why I do the oat flour, because it's 68 cents a pound. So I can get 5 pounds of flour for the same price as I could get 1 pound of the cassava flour. And I don't feel like I'm having horrible reactions to the oat flour, even though it's probably something I should cut out to cleanse my diet, but to cleanse my body. But going to procrastinate that one a little bit longer because I just don't have the money for it. Anyway, that's what I have for this week. And so far my video hasn't cut out on me. Yay! So hopefully this is all one video, and hopefully it makes some sense. If you like these videos, you can hit like, subscribe, share with someone else if you think they'd like it too. If you're interested, have any comments, ideas, suggestions on how I can be healthier, that would be fantastic too. And I hope you have a great week full of gratitude and find ways to be happy and healthy in your life too.